Are you anxious all the time? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with your mind racing, worrying about things you can't control? Maybe you're going through a particularly rough season in your life, and because of that, you've become hypersensitive. As a clinician, I'm never surprised when people tell me they're anxious. There are many reasons. Sometimes it's because you're physically unwell or not as resilient as you could be. Sometimes it's as simple as not eating enough to stabilize your body. That might sound strange, but here's a very practical first step. Try eating a big, healthy breakfast every morning for 2 weeks. Notice if your worry and overthinking begin to settle down. You'd be surprised how much your physiology impacts your psychology. Now, let's go deeper. Ask yourself, when does my anxiety strike the hardest? Is it before you go to bed? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with intrusive thoughts and vivid visions? One of the biggest mistakes we make is trying to run from these thoughts. We push them down, hoping they'll disappear. But the truth is, your brain has an alarm system. And when you refuse to listen, it doesn't stop sounding the alarm. It gets louder. Think of it this way. Your anxiety is like a messenger saying, hey, there might be danger, pay attention. But when you ignore it or suppress it, that messenger panics. It thinks, wow, this must be so dangerous that they can't even face it. I better scream louder. And that's why the thoughts repeat and intensify. You've now turned an ordinary worry into something your brain treats as a nameless monster, one that feels bigger and scarier because you refuse to look at it. So what can you do? Here's one powerful exercise. Sit quietly in a safe place. Take a few deep breaths and calm yourself as best you can. Invite the thought forward. Let the anxious fantasy, the intrusive vision, come into your mind. Don't push it away. Watch it as though you're watching a movie. Even if it feels like a horror movie, let the entire story play out. This is hard. But when you let it finish, you signal to your nervous system, I am strong enough to face this. That single act can begin reducing the fear. You might have to do this multiple times with different fears. You'll know it's working when the emotional intensity starts to fade, and the thought becomes ordinary, even boring. That's when your anxiety system realizes, okay, they can handle this. I don't need to scream anymore. Now, there's another step you can take. Instead of only asking, what if this terrible thing happens? Ask yourself, Faye, if it did happen, what would I do? That's a very different question. At first, it feels unbearable, like the end of the world. But history tells us something important. Human beings survive catastrophes all the time.